What is up? Welcome to the last show. I'm gonna talk about nothing but the BET Awards. No sports this time. We'll probably get to that later on this week with free agency approaching. But today, it's all about BET. The awards last night, and the fabulous Chris Rock not giving a doggone about anybody he talked about. Thank y'all for listening to the last show, because this may be it.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Hello. Welcome to the Last Show podcast. This is your host. It's Kortney Williams, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You can always catch up with the show on comedicprose.com and check me out on Facebook. The BET Awards. Let's just start it. The BET Awards last night. Honestly, overall reaction is while I was watching, I was surprised they got that many people to show up. I mean, usually the BET Awards, people, treat it like church. If, they go if they want to go. Maybe if I'm performing, maybe I'll not go, kind of go, some go. Everybody was there last night. The dude that almost died in a plane crash from Blink-182, I still don't know what his name is. He was there with his kid, which was nice. Chris Rock, I don't know how they got Chris Rock, we'll get to him later. Chris Rock was on fire last night. Like, Chris Rock hosted the show like he had already got his check 2 weeks ago. Like, honestly, Chris Rock hosted the show how I would like to live my life. Like, that is how Chris Rock hosted that show. Chris Rock hosted that show like he didn't care if he got fired at halftime. Like, he coached the show like Isaiah Ryder used to play. Like, that's how Chris Rock hosted that show. It's fantastic. Everybody was there though. Floyd Mayweather was there with T.I. in the building. By the way, I thought it was gonna be more controversy at the awards. I don't know if they got together before, like everybody, like let's just play it cool and not get crazy on TV. But everybody was there. There was Mike Epps there. I'm not sure, but I think they had some beef with Kevin Hart. Didn't they have beef? I think they was both. I think they was both there, and Mayweather, T.I., who else was there? Jay-Z and Beyonce. They didn't make it. That was the big crescendo for the night. Oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce live from a concert you didn't go to. What is this? That was their performance. Their performance for Jay-Z and Beyonce was to Skype me into a show that people in Miami went. I was not interested in that performance and not interested in that tour, by the way. The Jay-Z Beyonce tour, keep your money in your pocket. Like officially. And Jay-Z is my favorite. He's my favorite rapper of all time. I think he's the greatest rapper of all time. But I'm out on Jay-Z. Not I'm out in the sense that I'm finished. You know what I mean? I've got enough. At this point he has like 11, 12 albums. 9 of them I really like. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? It's like Spielberg don't have to keep cranking out hits. You know what I mean? You can make whatever garbage you want to make now. I'll watch E.T. and I'll be cool with it. That's where I am. I'm at the E.T. level of Jay-Z's career. Like, this stuff now is just not for me. It's not for me. Maybe, this is for the money, or whatever you want to do. I don't care. I could completely co-sign on him making as much money as he wants. But the Jay-Z, Beyonce, I'm not going to the tour. I'm not going. I've seen Jay-Z live once, and it was one of the top 3 concerts I've ever been to. And there's no way it's going to live up to that, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And I'm not paying the ticket prices that they want. So I'm good. I'm out on Jay-Z. under one condition, I would go see Jay-Z again in concert, but you got to do all the stuff you did. You can't do none of the new stuff. I don't want to see or listen to the Magna Carta Holy Fail. I don't want to listen to, whatever Drunken Love, whatever the song they making with Beyonce. I don't want to see Beyonce in concert at all. Like, good artist, that's what people say. But I'm not a Beyonce guy fan. I keep my money in my pocket. But their performance at the end, they decided to Skype us into the experience of a Jay-Z Beyonce concert, and it turned into a weird, I don't know, it's just weird. That was off. But they were there. They were there in spirit. Jay-Z and Beyonce were there. Who else was there? Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton was in like the 5th row. I don't know. Paris Hilton was in the 5th row, and she sat there like, oh, I came to the wrong award show. I thought this was the Academy Awards. This is awful lot of black people here. I don't know. Oh, BET. What does the B stand for? Thought it stand for beautiful. Why am I here? Paris Hilton was in the building, chilling out. Lionel Richie was in the building. Felicia Rashad was in the building. The D-Wade's girl, Gabrielle Union, and that girl who's in all them other movies that I never can remember her name. She was in the building. Usher, did I already say Usher? Usher was in the Chris Brown out of jail, you know what I mean? First performance, get on the BET stage, I might as well go ahead and kill it. Intolerable, is that intolerable? Untolerable? I can't stand the old Nicki Minaj, she was in the building. Everybody was there. It's kind of dope. I didn't learn, so that off top was shocking. I was like, that is dope that everybody's there, even though I don't like half of these people. That was dope that they actually got people to show up. You know what I mean? Even though it was a little awkward. It was a little awkward when that Lupita Nyong'o, the 12 Years a Slave girl, when she won the Actor of the Year award, and she wasn't there. That was a little awkward. That was a little awkward because she was at the Academy Awards, but once she got that, just what I need this BET award for. Y'all can keep that and fax me a picture, and I don't even have a fax machine, so you can fax it and then take it out and rip that picture and throw them both in the trash. So that was a little awkward. She wasn't there. Chris Paul was there. That also awkward, but all in all, I thought it was like, that was pretty cool that everybody was there. One thing I did learn from the award. Number one, I'm out of the age group now. I'm out of it. Like, I'm the guy just in the back of the club, with one drink in hand, figuring out why this double doesn't taste that strong. Like that's the point I am with the BET music. I just, some of these dudes I didn't know. There was some dude up there, I don't even know what his name is now. His name was Daniel or something. I don't know. His name wasn't Daniel. But it's just gone. It's gone. I mean, it's just past me. Wasn't feeling it. The Lil Wayne performance was good. All in all, the performances were pretty good. I'm about to say the NERD. Pharrell, that was good. Missy Elliott was in it. I was like, oh shoot, I thought she was dead. She didn't stay for the whole show, which was weird. But when she came out, I was excited. I was so excited that I paused it, rewound it, and then watched it from the beginning to surprise myself again. Like, I was so excited. Like, I was hoping that, like, the Brat came out and they did Sock It To Me, and I could stand up and do the Mario dance that they used to do on the Sock It To Me video. That was dope. But that was good. The Chris Brown performance was solid. Nicki Minaj performance, weird as usual. Lil Wayne was straight. The Trey Songz one was straight. All in all, the performances were pretty solid. The bad ones, I had to fast forward through the singing guys. I fast forward to that. Fast forward to part of that Lionel Richie thing. I had to fast forward to that. That was getting But all in all, most of them were good. But I will say I'm out of the age group. At this point, it's not for me, which is fine. Everything's not supposed to be for me. I don't really get angry about it. I just watch it from afar and delete it off my DVR. It's not for me. I do find it interesting, though, that the things I learned. Number one, Nicki Minaj, still annoying. Still as annoying as ever. Number two, apparently, Lil Wayne is a mogul now. Apparently. I mean, he was they had Group of the Year, the Young Money. It's like 25 people on stage when Young Money won. I didn't know all of them cats could rap, honestly. And then he was like, "Oh, you speak first." And then his daughter got on it. His daughter is like 17 years old. I thought Lil Wayne was 23. What the hell is going on here? So Young Money, apparently he's a mogul. I mean, I guess apparently they're like that's like the infamous Mobb Deep, or the infamous Mob. I don't know. I think it was Mobb Deep and Infamous Mob. But I think because the infamous Mobb Deep had like 1,500 people in it. It wasn't like the Wu-Tang Clan. The Wu-Tang Clan had a lot of people, but you knew exactly who they were. You know what I mean? Like the Wu-Tang Clan was like the Jackson. The Jackson 5. Like you could name all the Jackson 5. Oh yeah, and then they got a sister. Like you could name them all. Young Money is like the Wayans. I don't know how many of them it is. It's about 100,000 Wayans brothers, and they all married to each other. I have no idea how many Wayans there are, but that's how Young Money was. But apparently, he's a mogul. I learned that. The other thing I learned is dudes is not wearing shirts anymore. When did shirts go out of style? I thought the human race was all in on shirts. Like ever since Adam and Eve ate the apple, I thought like since that day. That's before Christ. That's BC. That's like year negative 1500. I mean, I thought at that moment we were all in on shirts, but apparently no one's wearing shirts anymore. Lil Wayne came out, no shirt on, and Lil Wayne he dresses like he works out. This dude had on workout pants, workout socks, no shirt, and no chest. What's up with there's no shirts? At one point, it was Jennifer Hudson. By the way, Jennifer Hudson was very good. John Legend was there too. Jennifer Hudson was very good. Jennifer Hudson was so good it made me think, man, why don't I buy her music? And then I thought, oh, because I don't care. That's really why. But Jennifer Hudson was she's great. She's fantastic. Like, she's wasting her talent singing. She should really, be doing something else. It seemed like she should be on like Broadway but I guess you sing on Broadway. But it just seems like she has a lot more talent than I thought she did. Oh, Effie from Dreamgirls. Who knew Effie was gonna make it? But Jennifer Hudson was good. But at one point during the Jennifer Hudson's performance, a dude just walked up on stage with no shirt on, and just pants. And I mean, and dude was in shape, but he didn't say a word. He just walked up with no shirt on. He stood there, turned around, and then walked off. And I'm pretty sure he got paid for that. Like the mood of the room was and no one said anything. Everybody was like, no. Even Chris Rock, he talked about every awkward thing about the show. He continually talked about, how mistimed the show was. He would get on stage and say, hey, are we ready? Oh, okay. You want me to stretch? Okay. They want me to talk some more. Like, I heard a break in the third wall, but this dude was blowing a hole through the third wall. So this dude walks up in no shirt and no one announces. So I guess we're not wearing shirts anymore, man. I thought we were all in on shirts, but apparently, dudes ain't got to wear shirts. So that I learned. What else did I learn? Oh, I learned that I found the next artist that's probably gonna be deemed as crazy, and we're back to Lil Wayne. I think he's on that tipping point of like not really crazy, but orchestrated crazy. Like Kanye West. Kanye West, that's orchestrated crazy. Like, he's not legitimate because if he was legitimately crazy, he'd be going to jail and he'd be on drugs and blah, blah, blah. Kanye West, I mean, the closest he got to jail is, you know, smashing somebody's video camera. You know what I mean? I smashed a video camera the other day. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? Who hasn't smashed a video camera? You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you gotta smash something. So that's orchestrated. I feel like Lil Wayne could be next with the orchestrated crazy, because when he gave you his acceptance speech, they was like, "Hey, Lil Wayne, congratulations. Anything you want to say?" And then he just got on the mic and he was like, "Young Moolah, baby," and then he just spiked the mic like Jimmy Graham, and then walked the hell off like nothing happened. And then when he walked off, the dude from 42, like Jackie Robinson, had to hold the mic with two hands, and then Jackie looked over, and Lil Wayne was in the back playing the drums. Like, you can hear somebody in the back playing the drums, and then Jackie looked over and was like, "I don't get paid for this," you know. So Lil Wayne, I learned that he's on deck for next crazy dude. He's on deck. What else did I learn? Also, the other thing that was weird about the show, in review, performance is great, weird, subtle things. Whenever the performers or the presenters would come to the stage, they came on a conveyor belt, you know, like they were fruit. That was weird, because the first couple people like stayed on the conveyor belt, you know, like fat people, you know, that like fat people that walk through the airport that don't want to walk, where they just stay on and they take up the whole belt. But it's not meant for you to just sit there. It's meant to increase traffic. So, I mean, I guess you can, you know, sit in the middle, but, you know, if I'm late, I get on there and, you know, I mean, I run, you know, and I'm really only not running that fast, but, you know, I'm like Carl Lewis on that thing, very fast. But they had a conveyor belt, and then by the end, people just started giving up on the belt. Like, at the end, I just seen people, you know, walking out, and the conveyor belt was just moving by itself. That thing was weird. Nice invention. But as y'all know, or as you may not know, if you watch the awards, you will know, the star of the show was Chris Rock. Chris Rock, he brought it. Now, I'm not going to say it was genius. I seen somebody on Twitter was like, oh my God, Chris Rock's jokes are genius. The people aren't getting his jokes. How hard is it to get Chris Rock's jokes? It was pretty much out there. This is a little clip from the show. My favorite. This is a little clip.
You know, Dre's got headphones, so now everybody else trying to get headphones. 50 Cent got headphones. Rick Ross even has headphones. That's right, Dre got beats. Rick Ross has diabetes. See, they the headphones that you put on swollen feet before you chop them off. I love Rick Ross. See, the other night, Rick Ross is my favorite rapper, because Rick Ross don't care. Rick Ross just comes out, he got the tits. Rick Ross gonna be the first rapper to die of breast cancer.
That was great. That was great and awkward. And like, I don't know where Rick Ross was, because I think Khalid and Meek, I think they performed in the pre-show, and then after that, I think they just went to the house. Like they didn't stay. You know what I mean? These dudes just ate potato salad and bounced. They didn't even wait for the birthday cake. You know, it was somebody else's birthday. I don't know. But Rick Ross is busy pushing all that coke he raps about. So, you know, maybe he had to, you know, go down to Mexico while he was in California. I'm not sure. But that joke was crazy. And all of the jokes were exactly like that. Like, he was mean. He was mean. Like, it reminded me of like Norm Macdonald when he hosted the ESPYs that one year. Norm Macdonald's probably still not allowed at ESPN, but he was mean. Like the Oprah Winfrey joke was pretty good. He said something about, you know, Oprah when they did The Butler. Oprah should have won because she had to act like, you know what I mean, she knew how to cook. and then he did the what's the spatula? Oh, this is a money flipper. He did that thing, but Chris Rock was dope. He definitely elevated the show, and honestly, gained a little more respect for the guy because he doesn't have to do that. You know, Chris Rock is above stuff like that. Not to sense that it's a bad show, but Chris Rock is once you host the Oscars, you're above doing every award show, period. The Oscars is the #1 award show. So once you do that, you're above everything, and Chris Rock is frankly above that. You know, so Chris Rock was dope, and I'm actually glad I watched. I'm glad I watched. You know, Lionel Richie killed it at the end. Not when people were doing his songs, that was weird. But Lionel Richie was good at the end. He sung most of the songs you wanted to hear. That was dope. So glad I watched the award show. I mean, if you tell me what you thought about it, because I thought about writing about the show, but I'm like, I'm not writing about the BET Awards. I can talk about it for 20 minutes, and just as many people will read it as would have listened to it. So, you know, kill this. Plus, you know, free agency starts tomorrow. I don't have time for that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens after this show, after the BT show, and I think it actually will raise the profile of BT. They were very good about, you know, putting their product on there. It was great. The Ruby D and Maya Angelou, that was fantastic. The whole thing was it was really well put together, and I was surprised at how much I actually liked the show. I watched the entire thing. Outside of, you know, the acceptance speeches, I watched the entire thing, and I was really happy about the way they put it together, and, you know, it wasn't a complete waste of my time. So it's good. Let me know what you thought. You can go to comedicprose.com. You can comment on this post. It'll be up pretty soon, and make sure subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. If you are also in Seattle, I have a show coming up August 3rd in Seattle, Washington. It's also on the website. You can check it out there. Go to Comedic Prose. You can get at me on Twitter at Kortney Shane. And check me out on Facebook. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast. We should have 1 or 2 more this week. Maybe, hopefully my brother can step in. We'll talk a little NBA free agency.